In this video, I'm going to go over how to determine if a relationship is proportional, how to find the constant of proportionality, and how to write an equation for a proportional relationship. So in order to find out if a table is representing a proportional relationship, you need to do y divided by x for each pair of y and x. So what I do to remember which ones are my y is I usually highlight my y values, because you need to remember that the order matters. You need to put y in the sky. So here, my x is 4 and my y is 12. Y needs to go in the sky. So I do 12 divided by 4 is 3. All right, in order for this to be a proportional relationship, when I divide y divided by x for all the other pairs, I need to get 3. So let me see. Y divided by x. Well, this is 2 3/5. Since I didn't get the same number each time, this is not a proportional relationship. There is no constant of proportionality, and I can't write an equation for this non-proportional relationship right now. So, is this proportional? Well, I'm going to highlight my y's. I'm going to do y divided by x, and I'm going to see if I get the same exact value each time. So let's see. My first relationship, I'm going to do 4 over 10. Well, let me simplify that, and I get 2/5. For my second pair, I'm going to do 8 over 20. Just simplify that, and I get 2/5. All right, so far I've got the same answer twice. Let's see if this gives me the same answer. 20 over 50. Simplify it, and I get 2/5. Since I got the same answer every single time I divided y divided by x, this is a proportional relationship. The value that I got when I did y divided by x is called my constant of proportionality, and I represent that by the letter K. In every relationship you're going to write for a proportional relationship is y equals kx, where you just plug in what k is. So here, it's going to be y equals 2/5 x. All right, next one. The amount of minutes that Abby is at the gym is directly proportional to the ounces of water that she drinks at the gym. Fill in the blanks of the table. What is the constant of proportionality? In other words, what is K? Write an equation for this relationship. And how long was Abby at the gym if she drank 175 ounces of water? So, in order to find the constant of proportionality, you have to look for a pair that's already complete. Time is going to be your x, so this needs to be your y. I'm going to highlight all of the y's just to remind me that's what goes in the sky. And this pair is already complete, so I'm going to start by finding y divided by x. So I go 30 divided by 12. If I divide by 6 in both the numerator and denominator, I get 5/2, which is 2.5. So the constant of proportionality is 2.5. And the equation for this relationship is y equals 2.5x. And that means to get from x to y, you multiply by 2.5. If I'm going this direction, I multiply by 2.5. If I'm going this direction, I multiply by 2.5. So I can already do this one, and I know 60 times 2.5 is 150. Now here I'm going the opposite direction. If you're going from y to x, you're going to divide by 2.5. And 50 divided by 2.5 is 20. How long was Abby at the gym if she drank 175 ounces of water? So I'm going to add a section onto this table, and I was told 175 ounces of water. So I'd be going this direction. The other time I went that direction, I divided by 2.5. So 175 divided by 2.5 is 70. All right, just to practice, this says create a table of a proportional relationship with a constant proportionality of 4, which means every time going from x to y, I'd be multiplying by 4. So I'm going to make up these x values. If the constant of proportionality is 4, then I multiply each one by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. Now here it says create a proportional relationship with a constant proportionality of 1/5. Which means every time I'd be multiplying my x values times 1/5. Now multiplying by 1/5 is the same thing as dividing by 5. So I'm going to make numbers that are divisible by 5. So 1/5 times 5 is the same thing as saying 1/5 of 5, which is 1. 1/5 of 10 is 2. 1/5 of 15 is 3. All right, I hope this was helpful. Please see me if you have any questions.